Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like I can't even smile right now. I feel like my mask that I have on, these eye masks, are about to like touch my eye. I kind of maybe put them a little too close, but anyways, welcome back to my channel. And if you guys are new, my name is Rachel. I am a school psychologist. I have been for almost 2 years now. And yeah, I can't believe that my second year of like working as a school psych is almost done. It's really crazy. So today's actually Saturday. I am not working today, and yesterday I actually didn't work either. I took a personal day on Friday because my sister and her boyfriend actually moved into their new house. So I went down yesterday and my whole family went, and we kind of just like did a little like celebratory dinner, and yeah, so that was really nice. I went down to Rhode Island for that. So it's a 3-day weekend for me, which is always nice. And it's so crazy to think because after this weekend, I only have 4 more weeks of work and then I'm on summer vacation. So this coming week is actually my last full 5-day week. And then we have like the 31st off for Memorial Day, so that's a 4-day week. And then I'm taking half a personal day because I have like half a day left. So I was like, why not just take it? So I'm taking half a day the following week, and then the last week of school we don't have school Friday. So like it's gonna fly by. Like I don't mind work when I know the end is like coming, you know, for summer vacation, and it's really nice out, so like I'm more motivated to go in person versus like if it's the winter time and it's really cold. So I thought I would share with you guys a little of what I'm gonna do this weekend. So yeah, yesterday I didn't film just because I was like, you know, spending time with family, but I am back. I slept over last night at my parents' house. I'm back this morning, and what time is it? It is like 10:45, and I just got done with a 15-minute ab workout. I just wanted to like do something quick at home because we went to the gym yesterday morning, and I'm gonna go probably tomorrow morning. So I was like, all right, I'll just do something at home right now. And I just showered. I put on these Loops beauty eye masks. So I think they only have one type of eye mask, and then they have like a bunch of different face mask options. But I really like the eye masks. They're good with like depuffing, and they're very like, they have like a cooling sensation. So I really like them. I'm gonna keep those on for a few more minutes, and I think I'm gonna get ready for the day. Zach and I are going to Trillium Brewery, and they have like a couple different Trillium locations, and the one that we go to is more like a restaurant vibe. So we're probably gonna have some lunch there because we're going at 12:30, and we'll get some beer, and then I have a nail appointment at 4 o'clock. So I also need to get my toes done, but the woman that I go to in Massachusetts, like she's the only person in there. I don't know if she's like gonna bring back more employees now that like COVID restrictions are lifting, but whenever you make an appointment, like you have to make an appointment because she's the only one there, and she's always booked because she charges like by far the least for a gel manicure. She only charges $25, and in Massachusetts, you know, most places will charge you $35 for a gel manicure. Like they kind of upcharge at most places, and I've been to like 5 different places so far just to like try out and see what I like. But hers is definitely worth it because she does a good job, and it's only $25. So
yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air.
So I'm gonna do my makeup right now, and while I do my makeup, I thought I would answer a couple more school psych questions that I was asked on my last couple of videos. Some things I may have already answered in my last school psych Q&A that I did. I think that was like 2 months ago now. I thought I would just share them on here because sometimes I like want to write more in the comments, but it's just easier to say it than write it. So yeah, let me try and answer some of these while I'm doing my makeup. Okay, so somebody asked me if my office is in a school, And most people would think so, but I feel like, again, like my school psychologist role is very different than a lot of other school psychologists. So I would say like 90% of school psychs who work in a school district, their office would be like in an actual school. And mine is technically not. It's kind of weird, like how it works. So we have a special education department, and that's where my office is based, and the other school psychologist office. We're like all together, which is really nice because most of the time as a school psych, you're like the only one in a school. But for me and my coworkers, we are all together, so it's like a lot easier for us to like chat and like, you know, if we have any questions about a certain case that we have and we just like need to consult, we're right there. So we're in the special ed department of this building, and then they have like a human resources department next to us. And they actually used to have kids in this school. So they used to have a school above us on the 3rd floor, but now they actually moved that school to a newly built one. So there's actually no kids in our office anymore. And it was nice because last year when they were above us, if I ever had kids from that school, I could just like pull them downstairs to my office to do testing. So that's going to be the only, you know, bad thing that they moved, just because it was so convenient whenever I had like one of those kids to test. So yeah, my office is not in a school, long story short, and I kind of like it that way because it's a lot quieter and peaceful. Okay, so the next question, let's see. Do you test at all schools in your district? Technically I am considered district-wide, and I would say now, after being there for 2 years, I probably have tested in every single school. I think in my district there's like 10 schools. I always forget. I would say like between 9, 10, and 11 schools in my district. And I would say I've tested at every single one by now. Some of them I never tested at my first year. And now that we're mostly doing like initials, things have kind of changed. Like, you know, I used to do mostly high school evaluations, but a lot of high schoolers are already in special education. A lot of younger students are referred for like initials. So I've had a lot more young kids this year because for reevaluations, we're doing more of like the review of existing educational data, or READ method. So we're not doing a lot of testing with 3 years anymore. So I would say that's probably why I've been to like every school now, because I'm doing a lot more younger kids from all different schools instead of like all high school. And honestly, I have to say, I kind of enjoy working with young kids, like more than I would have thought. It's still hard sometimes depending on the student that you get, because like, you know, I've had some 5, 6, and 7-year-olds that have been amazing to test, like so well behaved, and like I was like really surprised. I'm like, oh wow, like you're awesome. But I recently had a student, sorry I'm going off topic, but I recently had to test a kindergartner, and I like never test kindergartners, but one of my coworkers who does like a lot of the early education, like preschool and kindergarten evals, she's getting really slammed at the end of the year. So, you know, we'll cover for each other if one of us is feeling behind. So I took a couple of her kindergarten students, and this one girl, I tested her this past week. She was very, very hard to like keep focused on the materials, like very inattentive. And yeah, I mean, those students can be really difficult, especially for me, because like I'm so used to working with older kids that I don't really know how to keep young kids' attention. Like I'm getting better, but this girl was like on another level of, you know, her ADHD showing, and she does have a diagnosis of ADHD. So I need to like just think of more ways, maybe doing like a first then chart, you know, like first these 2 activities or 1 activity even, and then you'll get like this little reward, you know. I might have to do something like that. But I've had luck, like I've had a lot of luck with testing really great young students, but every now and then you do get one that's kind of challenging and you want them to do their best on it, and you don't want like to have to caution the results of the testing due to like inattention, but for this girl I will definitely have to do that. How did you pick your current job? Okay, so this one, I don't mean to like make these long, but hopefully they're helpful answers for you guys. So with my current job, I will say like there's a lot of school psych openings. Like you will get hired once you graduate. But for me, I mean, it was a little bit tough because, oh wait, I'm using the wrong brush. For me, I was looking for a job in another state. So I became a school psych from a grad school in Rhode Island College. And I feel like it's just, a lot of employers want people with more experience, you know? Like, obviously some people will hire you if you're brand new, but I really feel like being brand new and from another state, I feel like that kind of set me back. And like, I do get anxious in interviews, I will say that. Like, I don't go into interviews super confident. You know, I always have anxiety about that, and I don't think that'll ever stop. But I went on like as many interviews as I could. You know, I was applying to like every place in Massachusetts that had like an opening that was within like a 15 to 20 mile radius of like where I'm living. So yeah, I will say it was hard because I got a lot of like instant rejections off of School Spring, and I just feel like that was because I'm brand new to the field and I didn't get my license in Massachusetts. Like, even though you can transfer your license over to another state, I just think a lot of people like seeing that you're trained in the state that you're actually going to work in. So yeah, I will say for me it was hard. Like, I think I went on at least 5 or 6 school interviews, and out of all of those I came really close for one, which was like my first interview ever for a school psych position. And of course I had a second interview there and they chose the other person over me. Like, I was between me and one other person. And then I just could not get hired until the end of July of 2019. And I actually got hired 2 days in a row. Like, I had 2 offers within 2 days. And I chose my current district, which is the one that I wanted, over those 2. I was really hoping like my district would call me first. And they actually didn't. It was the other district that called me first to offer. And instead of saying yes and then like having to say no later, I just asked if I could have 24 hours to think about it. So they were like totally fine with that. And I ended up getting a call from my district, and yeah, I really liked the role that I was going to be doing in this district, which is just focusing on assessment and evaluation. So that's why I was really hoping to get my job, and I was very happy and like finally de-stressed when I got it. But yeah, I won't lie, like I feel like some of my classmates got hired right away, and then like other people like me, I had a little bit of a tougher time. So it just depends, but eventually somebody will hire you because there's so many people that need school psychs. Like, so many districts are in desperate need of them. What is your favorite and most stressful part of your job? I feel like I've answered this one, so I'll just try and be a little bit quicker with this one. I would say my most stressful part of the job is having to try and meet like deadlines. So, you know, like for me, all I do is assessment. So you have a bunch of due dates that you have to comply with by law. So as soon as you get the referral, like it'll say on the sheet that I get, it'll say the couple of dates, like the 30-day timeline. So in Massachusetts, you have 30 days to do all the testing, and then 45 days you have to have met for the evaluation to determine eligibility. So, you know, those due dates can be a little bit stressful, especially if I'm like, you know, feeling a little bit behind. But for the most part, I would say I have pretty good time management, but every now and then I go through like waves where I do feel stressed about the deadlines. And then my most favorite part of it is honestly just like being a detective. And I've said that before, like that's probably the best way I can put it when we're doing assessment and evaluation, because you're trying to figure out what is going on with the student where they're just like unable to make educational progress, you know, whether that's academic progress, socially, behaviorally, like what is impeding the student. So I really like doing assessments. I think I was asked this on Instagram actually. Like if I had to choose some other career that was related to school psych, what would it be? And I feel like it would probably be working as a neuropsychologist. Like, I don't know. I feel like neuropsychologists, my role is so similar. You know, obviously I don't have enough training. I don't have a doctorate, and I cannot diagnose kids. I can educationally diagnose, but I can't, like, you know, diagnose according to the DSM. But I will say that has crossed my mind, is, you know, going back to school to pursue neuropsychology. But it's just such a long time again. Like, you know, grad school was already 3 years, and I think to become a neuropsychologist, it's like another 4 to 5 years. I think for me, it would only be 4, because I like just browsed around, you know, seeing what programs there are here in Massachusetts. Not like I'm legit gonna do it, because I just, like, I don't know, college is so expensive. I really don't know if I could even afford it. But I was looking around just like the courses that you would be having to take. And a lot of them start with like cognitive assessment. So I think some classes I would be exempt from taking, because like I do cognitive assessment right now. Like that's my job, you know. I wouldn't need to be retrained in the WISC or the WACE, you know. So I think some of those I would be exempt from. So maybe it would be less time altogether, but I would say it's probably still going to be 4 years, you know. It's probably 5 for everybody else, and then like 4 if you have some of those prerequisites. But I don't know. It's just like something to think about for the future. But I don't know. My coworkers are like, yeah, try and get all your schooling in before you have kids. And I'm already 26. Not saying I want to have kids soon, but I don't know. It's just a lot to think about. And like financial wise, I feel like it's so expensive, and I don't think my school district would pay for like me to go back to school. I don't think so, at least. But yeah, I don't know. I got real personal with you guys, because that's how I've been feeling lately with it, because I feel like I do very similar things that like a neuropsychologist does, and I used to work at a neuropsych office, so like I already am familiar with a lot of the tests that they give. So I don't know. That would be like the job I may want to do in the future if I really feel like I just need a change. Okay, you guys, this is my outfit for the brewery. So this skirt, oh my god, I love this skirt. It's a wrap skirt from American Eagle. I bought this like a month ago at Rentham Outlets, and I got the size large. I feel like American Eagle stuff, you always have to size up in the summer stuff, because like they just shrink so easily in the washer dryer. So I got the large, and it's so comfy. It's very stretchy and just like relaxed fitting. And then I'm just wearing my shoes, my sandals. I think these are Steve Madden, and I got them last year. Again, I need a pedicure. And then I just have it with a black bodysuit. I wish I had a white bodysuit, but I only have one for like the winter that's long sleeve. So I kind of want to get like a short sleeve white bodysuit. If you guys have any recommendations for like a good white bodysuit that's not like see-through, let me know. Okay, you guys, I just got out of my nail appointment, and I also got my eyebrows done, so I probably look so funny because I have makeup on, but obviously when she does it, like takes it off in that area. But look how cute my nails are. Oh wait, the lighting's kind of bad. I got like a neon pink. It is so cute, and it's 5 o'clock right now. My appointment was at 4, but she was running just like a little bit late, which wasn't a problem. Luckily, my nail lady is like 10 minutes away from where I live, not even. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go home, and maybe we'll go for like a walk. It's like 88 degrees today. It is like so warm, so probably go enjoy the weather a little bit more.
Yesterday there was they shimmer on our skin.